The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Steve Rhodes coming to you, live from, I get confused sometimes when I start the show. That was starting off with my 1 o'clock update, but welcome to the terrific Tuesday, the July 13th edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I can I'm really confused out here. When you and I can take, I'm all confused. So we'll just forget the opening and we'll just simply go straight to the markets. But what I do want you to know is I'd love to hear from you. And you can give us a call at 877-927-6648. That's really the most important thing. And if you can't call in, we've got you covered there too. Now, send your email early. Send it to steve@tfnn.com. And inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Mixed bag out here, not unusual. We've got the Dow off 53, the S&P just slightly green, so it's flat. The NDX is up 86, Russell's off 31, semis down 7, trannies off 97, New York Stock Exchange off 46, the composites to the upside, spot volatility up 7 pennies, trading at 16.24. You've got gold up $5, silver off a nickel. Light sweet crude up $1.29, natural gas off 4 cents, 30-year Treasury down 6 ticks, trading at 162.10, leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside. Mercado Libre $37, Shopify 31, Google 19, Booking Holdings 15, Amazon 12. SVB Financial is leading things to the downside, $16, nearly 3%. ACM Research, $11 and change. SGOCO Group down $9 or 45%. Yikes. BlackRock up 9. That's about 1% out there. So I want to look at what you want to look at. Currently, no requests out there. Oh, I take that back. We've got one that is coming here from a Robert H. And Robert says, hey, Steve, could you analyze TWO, looking for an entry for medium to long? So let's do that. Then we'll go to the general markets and everything else. So TWO, is that Twillo, TWO? What is TWO? That is Two Harbors Investment. Wowzer. So you want to analyze this. What's the gigantic gap to the downside out there? Let me switch my other charts here for you, Robert. Get over to where I can get the white background charts rolling here. Rolling. So we got TWO. So you're looking for an entry point. So price gaps down gigantically this morning. You've got volume behind this. Right now you're 33 million shares. Yeah. You're down below the weekly profile, and you're inside the monthly profile. So right now, the next target from a profile standpoint to the downside is 497. You're trading at 662. Let's put our charts. Oh, you're not going to like this either. So you're going to be able to get this at an even better discount, I believe. There was a TD9 count bottom, and today it miserably failed. And it is below 2 of the TD9 breakout level. Boy, the next breakout level is down at $5.08. So in essence, what you do have is you've got a confirmed A to B equals CD. So let's go take a look at that. Robert, let me get to the black background charts out there. Now that we know we got that $5 price target, let's go see what the A to B equals CD. It's confirmed because you've got volume passing that B point. So the A point out here, come on, work with me. Oh, man, what the heck is going on with this computer system? There we go. So our A point is out here on the trading day of June 21st. The B point is the low. That's the TD9 count on July 8th. Good Lord. What the heck? Don't tell me I can't even Jeez Louise. Sorry about that, folks. Not sure what's going on with the keyboard, so we're going to try to start this over again, if it's possible. There's our A point. Here's our B point. Now we got it going. And there's our C point. So the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD takes us down to $6.27. I'm just going to expand out the daily time frame chart for us. So you can see that the 1-to-1 is going to take us to $6.27. What I want you to notice, Robert, and everybody else that's listening in, take a look at that B to C retracement. That B to C retracement, less than a 0.382 level. And what that tells us is this is a gigantic, strong move to the downside. And that this is likely only 60% of the patterns out there will complete a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. And so the question is, how do you find out which ones are in the 40% category? Well, the market is always providing us with clues if we're willing to look at them. One of those clues is a shallow retracement. Just picture taking a rubber band, wrapping it around your finger as hard as you can, so that it cuts off your blood flow, and then only back it off, in this case here, 32%. And then let that rubber band go. And compare that volume to a retracement that you back off by 61%. Which of the two has the more energy? Obviously, the shallower retracement. Well, the same thing that works on a rubber band on your index finger or whatever finger it is. I was hoping you weren't going to use the middle finger out there, but you never know. You might have given that to me, but that's okay. So this is suggesting a move back to more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD, and I would say 597 could be the price target, even the 558 level out here. So I don't think you're going to be buying into this anytime soon. You're looking for a medium to long-term position. So what you're waiting for is the A to B equals CD pattern to complete, and then a bullish reversal candle to confirm that the bottom is in. So I think you've got some time here as you take a look at ticker symbol TWO, that is Two Harbors Investment Corp. Thanks so much for writing in. You too can write in, folks, at steve@tfnn.com. Inside that subject heading, please put radio. Robert. It would give a signal. Do we have that as we speak right now? Not really. We need to really wait for the end of the day. So when I say not really, I mean, no, we do not. We need to wait for the end of the day, though, in order to be able to make a call on that signal. Short of reversal candle confirming the A to B equals CD to the upside, price should target next expansion level. That next expansion level would take us to 44.29. ES Mini. If we take a look at the NQ is up above everything, all profiles, not giving us any indication of any kind of a top. Today is going to become bar number 7 of a TD9 count. So from a TD9 count standpoint, there could be a top that forms between Wednesday and Friday. Short of that, what we have cutting in and out. Boy, sorry about that. I don't know what the deal is here. I don't know. I'll talk slowly, perhaps. I can't talk slowly. So in the case of the NQ, it's likely targeting 15,280 unless we see some other topping signal. Wow, loss of sound. Is it loss of sound for everybody out there? We're going to go to a breakout here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to reconnect with the studio and see if we can solve this little sound problem out there, because we want you to hear what I'm saying. Otherwise, I say let's just go to the beach. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Hopefully we got the sound all straightened out here. We were taking a look at the four equity futures contracts. These are the daily time frame. Well, charts aren't showing. All right, let's get that all squared away here. Now you've got the chart should be on your screen. So again, back to the ES Mini. Short of a bearish reversal candle, that would confirm a sell the D point. Price should target 44.29. That's the 1.272 expansion of its C to D leg. Well, really of the A to B leg out there. The NQ, same situation. As I mentioned to you that I believe today is going to become bar number 7 of a TD9 count. That says a TD9 count top could, not will, but could form between tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. Short of that, price should target 15,280. In the case of the Dow, it's back to its swing point high. Now, that's really key. The May 10th high, price can close that out, take that out, I should say. That will then negate its sell signal out there. We don't have that just yet. But that could happen by day's end. Now price is trading at 34,785, so it's got some movement to do to the upside. Now, in the case of the Russell 2000, just expand this chart out, it's trading below its daily profile. So that's not good, and saying that maybe it's going to move lower. And as we take a look at the Russell 2000, the reason I'm expanding this out is so that we can easily draw in the consolidation pattern. It really couldn't be more clear. And that consolidation pattern, we'll put this in this yellow rectangle, is, I would say this is more likely what we're looking at out here. So with regard to the Russell 2000, if you ask me where is price likely targeting, and it's below the bottom of its new daily profile, that's at 2262. The first level would be 2181. And 2181 is the bottom of the weekly profile. If price were to close below that, then we'd be looking at a move down to the bottom of the consolidation at about the 2091 level. So more likely than not, if the Russell closes below 2262, it should drift down towards that 2181 level. So we've got very different markets out here. You've got the Russell that's signaling right now, at least as 120, that it wants to move lower. The Dow, only that it's rejected resistance out there. And the NQ and the ES are saying, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're having a really nice party. Maybe you want to join us. So that's what's going on as we take a look at the markets out there. John in the Tiger's Den asked a question here. New York charts, New York Stock Exchange. So let me get over to the indices out here, and I can pull this chart over, and we'll pull it over and then go read John's question. And here's the New York Stock Exchange. Let me read the question. Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. Did a Head and Shoulders top just complete at Monday? So let me pull this back. Oh, that's kind of hard to read that chart. Let's pull this back a bit. It'll be a little bit easier. I don't know, John, if it completed or not. I'm not really a Head and Shoulders guy. Not that I don't have dandruff, although I do try to. Actually, I don't know that I do, but that's just not my pattern. What I can share with you is New York Stock Exchange still retains its topping pattern, which was a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. And that occurred back here on the trading day. Well, there's a TD9 count that's also in play. So it has a TD9 count top. It confirmed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator both on the 29th of June as well as June 10th out there. So really, price would have to close above in order for it to be on its merry way to the upside or generate anything other than a sell signal. It has to close above 16,726. So even if I don't see the Head and Shoulders and you do, it's got those topping patterns out here. What price hasn't been able to do for 2 consecutive sessions is close below the breakout level, which is at 16,375. So price right now, so that's a real key level of support out there. 2 consecutive closes below that could then trigger a move down to the 15,410 level. Right now, price is trading below its oscillator and change line, which is green. It's nothing major, but it closed below that level. That level, by the way, is priced at 16,633, would suggest a further retracement. Maybe that's moved back to the 16,375 level out there. So that's what I see, and take a look at the New York Stock Exchange out here. And I hope that at least that information assists you with regard to what you're looking at as far as the Head and Shoulders pattern inside of the New York Stock Exchange. So thanks for pointing that out. Let's go to our next question that is coming by email. There's 2 of them. This one coming in from Hector and the Fuel Injectors. And Hector says, hey, happy Taco Tuesday. I had those on Monday. I hope that's not breaking any kind of rules out there, but it actually was Fajita Monday, and they were good. So let's take a look at this. On a weekly basis, is the 10-year on TD7 of possible TD9 to the downside. So let's go take a look at the, let me get over to a set of charts here that we can open that up on. You go to my radio charts. And on the radio chart here is the ZM. Here's the daily time frame. So as long as we're on the daily, let's just take a quick peek at that. And on the daily, I don't have any kind of signals. When I say I don't have any kind of signals, I don't really have there's an A to B equals CD to the downside that has been confirmed. Price is trading with inside a bearish structured profile right now. And if price can close above 360.80 out here, hold on a second. I got the wrong chart up. That's why Stevie's saying, what? Hold on a minute here. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. A little dyslexia. 09-20. That's going to take a moment to. It's going to take a moment to populate. So my apology for that. Just give it a minute to do that, and then we'll come back to. There we go. So now let's pull this over. Come on. Oh, it's still populating all these other time frame charts out there. So just another moment for this to work. Plenty of things run in the background. There we go. So now we're going to take a look at the 10-year Treasury. And on the daily time frame, whoops. And I know you're not asking about the daily time frame. It has a TD9 count, but it's not a TD9 count top. What it does have is wave number 7. So that is letter G that you see on my screen. You're going to see both wave number 7 and wave number 4 as it does its multiple counts out there. So that is most certainly a topping signal. And right now, Hector, price is trading below its green oscillator and change line. And if price can close below this level, by the way, is 1.3315, which you're going to have to do the conversion on that, say 1.3306. If price can close below that, then we should see a move that could take us back to its breakout level of 132.05. Now, you were specifically asking me about the weekly time frame, and that's a problem for me with regard to the data out here, but I do have it in bar number 7 last week, and your question was, is it possibly bar number 7? So, yeah, you've got bar number 7 on the weekly, but remember the daily's already given you that topping signal out here. And really, when I say it's a topping signal, not only is it wave number 7, but there's an A to B equals CD pattern. Now, even though I can't draw in the A to B equals CD with this software package, this current version, what I can do is draw a quick line from the A to B point, and then draw another line from the C to D point. And so here you can see that A to B equals CD has also completed. When we take a look at the 10-year, that's also a Gartley sell pattern. So if you're asking, is there a sell pattern inside the 10-year Treasury? The answer is absolutely. And there's more than one. There's really 2 different patterns that are out there. So, Hector, I hope that helps you out. Thanks for putting up with my bumbling around there for just a few moments. When we get back from this breakout here, we're going to go take a look at a few other requests. We've got one for GSAT. That's for Dan in Boston. And looks like Bruce wants to take a look at JetBlue. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 81, S&P is off 7 points. Let's go out to Martinez, California, and speak with Brent. Brent, thanks for calling. Thanks so much for holding. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm doing just great, Steve. How about yourself?
Very well. Thanks so much for asking. And Tilray, TLRY, is a ticker symbol I believe that you're calling about. Tell the folks what you're doing and how I can best help you.
We had talked about this in the past, and I think with your help kind of identified a level around 1540 roughly, that would be a level that would make sense to potentially try to buy in. It must have been a TD count level or something like that. I don't recall, or if it was maybe a TAS level. But I went ahead and bought into it, and I have today could be either bar 9 if it's something that closed below 1623, or if it closes above that, then it would be bar number 1 going the other direction. So I just want to get your thoughts on those levels that it went down to, and then potentially going the other direction on the way up.
Sure. So I'm going to guess that 1507 might have been the number that we were looking at as a buy area. That was the TD9 count breakout level. And that takes us back to the trading session of May 25th. Today, as you're pointing out, could form a TD9 count, but not necessarily a TD9 count bottoming pattern, because price would have to close below, or not close, would have to poke its head below the low of the trading session from July 8th, and that low is 1541. So for a TD9 count bottom to be signaled, that needs to take place either today or tomorrow. It doesn't mean that it hasn't bottomed or anything along those lines, but that's what we'd be looking at. Now, I'm going to just switch over to my black background chart since I think it's a little bit easier to see. And the pattern here that I'm going to point out to you is really just with regard to the profiles. So I'm going to turn off price for the moment. I'm going to expand out the daily chart. And give me a moment here to turn off price. The reason why I want to turn off price is because we're just going to be talking about the pattern of the profile levels. And here, if you can see where my cursor's at, so this is the large one, quite a large profile, it really takes us back into the February 2023 timeframe. But what I want you to notice is when the next profile forms, the top of the profile is below the top of the prior profile, and the bottom is below the prior bottom. That's a signal of price continuing to move lower. Then we get one where the top is lower than the prior top, and the bottom is just slightly lower. That's a signal of moving lower as well. The next profile, the same thing. The next profile, just the bottom is a bit lower, and the top is just a tad higher, telling us that price is starting to maybe peter out to the downside. And then, boom, the very next profile that forms right in the May time frame, below price. Then we have one that forms above price, and that forms above price beginning on June 7th. And that's telling us that, okay, price is trying to turn around, and that would be give us our bullish needs. Now, we had a new profile that formed yesterday, and this happens to be inside the prior profile. So the signal here, Brent, is don't expect much more than a consolidation as we speak right now. Now, of course, anything can happen, but just in reading the tea leaves of the profile level and answering your question, is this a possible bottom, without having some kind of A to B equals CD or Chapman wave number 7 or a TD9 count or Rhodes momentum indicator signal, just from a profile standpoint, the indication would be, yes, of course, we would like to see, or you would like to see, the next profile inside Tilray form above this current one, similar to how price topped and then started moving down. So from a profile standpoint, we don't talk about that often. It just happens to be applicable to your specific instrument you're trading right now, Tilray. Does that make any sense to you, or what questions does that pose that I can try to answer?
No, it does. That's helpful. Just another, again, one of your tools that you use that definitely is of assistance to me.
Good. So this is indicating to us that it's really trying to form a bottom. It began that trek on June the 7th. We just see sideways movement. This new profile just saying, hey, don't get too excited. There's nothing here for me to convince you to get out of the trade. As far as what we're looking at, but we've just got this little sideways-ish type move out there.
Okay. No, I appreciate it, Steve.
Okay, perfect.
I got my stop, down where it can't get hurt much in the thing if it doesn't work.
And the other good support level is, so if it fails, if Tilray fails and closes below that 1579, the bottom of its new profile, then you'd likely get a move in that 1507 area or 1426. 1426 would probably be the next area to attempt some type of a trade. But if pricing closes above 1886, which is a bearish structured profile right now, it's more easy to see in this little scrunch down fashion. Then you're really likely off to the races, or at least back up to the 23 level. Okay, Brent?
All right. Thank you very much, Steve. You have a great day and the rest of your week, okay?
You bet. Thanks so much for calling. That was Brent in Martinez, California. And nice to be able to take a look at those profile levels to be able to explain to you, what they mean and how they can be used as well to assist us in understanding that there's some kind of change in trend or what might be taking place inside the market. So let's go to the next question that came in. This one is by email, and it's from Bruce W. And Bruce wants to take a look at the JetBlue. So let's put up the 3 time frame charts up here. JBLU, by the way, is the ticker symbol. And Bruce's question is, hey, Steve, love the show. Well, thank you, Bruce. Could you please take a look at JetBlue? I just went long, and I'm looking to hold through earnings. So you went long, and a few days ago, well, specifically on the trading day of July 6th, price closes below a bearish structured profile, and it's still below that level. So we need to really see a bottom pattern. Now, price right now is testing a swing point from July 8th. That swing point at 7.4 million shares, and today you're already at 4.5. Bruce, this tells me that price is moving into that swing point with volume and is very likely to go test the low of 1572. Could even take that out. Now, what you have just below 1572 is the bottom of the weekly profile, 1559. So my suggestion based upon this, you're long this trade, you're taking a look at it, you're holding it through earnings. If you've got a stop in place, it probably should be below the 1559 level, the bottom of that weekly profile out there. Let's pull over the JetBlue charts. I've got daily, weekly, and a 30-minute time frame, and the 30 minutes is going to be key to helping us answer this question. So you can also see prices back below its red oscillator and change line, Bruce. That's not good, because this tells us that what JetBlue has for the daily time frame is a falling price oscillator below zero. So knowing that we've got volume down at that swing point, it also happens to be wave number 7, so it could be a bottom. So I'm not suggesting that you jettison the position, but it's not looking the greatest. That is for sure. And there's an A to B equals CD to the downside. What's missing from that confirming A to B or buy the D point is some type of bullish reversal candle. Let me show you what I mean out here. Let's go back to the blue charts. Let's draw in the A to B equals CD pattern, or let's try to at least. We were struggling before. The A point we're going to use is out here on the trading day of April the 6th. The B point is going to be the low of May 12th. The C point is going to be the high of May 25th. So it's already past the 1-to-1. Let me just expand this out a bit. It's already past the 1-to-1. It's now in the 1-to-1.272. And if price is able to take out that swing point, the one from July the 8th out there, it's gunning for 15 buckaroonies, the 1.618 expansion. So when we come back from this breakout here, we'll continue taking a look at JetBlue. I mentioned the 30-minute time frame chart, so we do want to go take a look at that for Bruce to assist him. And boy, this is not showing a rosy picture either. But Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back. We're looking at JetBlue. JBL use the ticker symbol. It's a 30-minute time frame chart. Bruce, as we came to that 130 time frame, that was a TD 9-count bottom. So what I want you to do is watch today's low. Today's low is 1589. If you see a close below that, that's going to tell you that price is headed lower. It just matches what we were looking at on the daily time frame out here. So I would say just be careful. There aren't any signals. I don't know when they're coming out with earnings out here, but there aren't any signals of a bottom inside of JetBlue. Just simply support down at 1559. That is the bottom of the weekly profile. So I hope that helps you out. There's some requests. One in the Tiger's Den, one in the YouTube channel. Inside the Tiger's Den, the ticker symbol is GSAT out here. So let's go get that in and see what that's Global Star. And I don't know what the question was. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter. But the question is entry point. Entry point for GSAT. So right now, price is trading with inside a bearish structured profile. If price were to close below $1.64, 2 consecutive sessions below $1.64, that would then, Dan, signal move down to $1.33. I don't know if we're going to get that because price is above the top of the weekly profile. So the daily says that's a potential. The weekly says, I don't know what you're saying. And the monthly chart says, well, I've got resistance at $1.90. So you got resistance at $1.80 on the daily, $1.90 on the monthly. Let's see what GSAT is doing just simply from its daily time frame. And you're looking for an entry point, I believe. So on the daily out here, what do we have? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I would then have to say, based upon this daily time frame chart, your more ideal entry is going to be at that $1.33, the bottom of the daily profile. I don't have a topping pattern. I don't have a bottoming signal. All I've got are the profile levels to take a look at. And that's what it shows us on the daily time frame. On a 30-minute chart out here, well, I'll try to get to a 30-minute chart. So short term, what do we have? Short term is suggesting I don't have a great read on this 30-minute chart either. So I know you'd love me to be able to give you an entry point there, Dan. And at this stage, I'm going to go with the more conservative level, and that's going to be at about $1.33. The problem is, as I said, I don't have a real signal that suggests that price is going to get down there, but that would be the entry point inside of Global Star Inc. as we speak right now. So I hope that helps you out. And thanks so much for the request. The next request was for 3M. MMM is the ticker symbol. And I don't know what the request is for, so we'll just simply take a look at it. Here's what 3M is doing, or the signal to you and I. It's traded above its daily profile. That suggests higher price. It's trading into a bearish structured weekly profile, but above the center, could target 204.89, and it's above its monthly profiles. So all in all, things look pretty good and suggest that 3M should target 204.89. But let's go see if there's something else perhaps getting in the way of 3M doing that. We begin by taking a look at the daily time frame. The daily time frame shows us a TD 9-count bottom. And the good thing about that is that tells you where the next target is. The next upside target is 204.97. And that will remain that as long as price remains above its red oscillator and change line, which is 198.56. So the daily time frame says 204.97. The weekly time frame out here says, hey, I might have some resistance at about 203.79. So where's this headed to? Between 203.79 and 204.97. That's your resistance zone out there. On the monthly time frame chart, everything looks good. The reason why everything looks good is because it negated its TD9 count, and it did it right away. However, even though you've got that bullish signal long term, what we also notice out here is that its oscillator and change line a couple months ago, 2 bars ago, changed from red to green. When that happens, we typically see price stall and wait for the oscillator and change line and price to catch up to each other. Whether that's price pulling back to 182.56, the OUL reading, or whether price is moving up to the 199.69 where it's trading right now, or some combination thereof. So longer term, this looks good. But shorter term, it says that price wants to go ahead and test that area. Now, I'm not saying when that test is going to take place, because I can't say when that test is going to take place, but more likely than not, you're going to see a move up to the 204.97 area. That's based on the daily, and that's then going to go ahead and help that test to unfold on the monthly time frame. And then when I say it's going to help, it's going to move the oscillator and change line up a bit. So price should get up to that resistance level, go ahead and pull back, test the weekly or the monthly, and if price can test and reject that, that would then be a good longer term setup inside of 3M, MMM. It could be in the ticker symbol. So hope that helps answer that question as well. Ruby writes in she had sound problems. Sorry about that, Ruby. We all did. That was perhaps my fault. I don't know. But your question is, did I look at sugar to the upside? And the answer is we did not. In fact, if we take a look at just soft commodities in general, here's one of Stevie's soft commodities charts. You've got wheat, soybeans, corn up at the top, coffee, sugar, which is what Ruby's after, and then cocoa, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So Ruby's question specifically was about sugar, which is the October contract. And what sugar has done so far today, Ruby, is just test a nice little rising trend line. And it has done that, and it has held, and that's very good. However, that's the bull side. The bear side is, where did price find resistance? Well, it won't surprise you. The top of the profile is 1722. And I'm sorry, the bottom of the profile is 1722. And today's high is 1722. So now what are we going to do? Let's do this here. Let me get the sugar SB October 21. Now what we need to do is just go take a look at the short-term time frame chart, see if there's any kind of signals out here for us. You know, as price comes down into a level of support, such as a rising trend line, we like to see some type of bottoming signal. Do we see one here? Not really. I don't have one that, well, let me just make sure. Let me repopulate. Now, I don't have anything that shows up on my screen. Doesn't mean that it didn't bottom or anything. I don't have one for the 30-minute time frame. Price is above that profile level, its profile levels, that is. And so price should move higher, and that higher would be 1763. So what this tells you and I right now is the bottom of that daily profile. That is your significant resistance area. But what we're not seeing on a 30-minute time frame chart is something that suggests that you jettison the position. I believe that you are long sugar. If I take a look at the 10-minute time frame chart, well, then this is prettier for you. Why? Well, one, at the bottom, it was wave number 7. That's letter G. Then it goes on and it retests that area out here, which holds with the hammer candle, right? So you like to see, when I say right, I don't know who the right is for, but we like to see a level of support, a prior swing point tested and held, and you certainly like to see that turn into a bullish reversal candle. Well, that you've got with the hammer. Goes on to make a TD9 count, a valid TD9 count, which does what? Sends price back to its oscillator and change line. Of course, while that TD9 count on the 10-minute base was forming, the oscillator and change line was changing from red to green. What did price do during that last 10-minute bar? I'm talking about the bar at 140, not this bar at 150. Price pulls back, tests, and rejects that green oscillator and change line. That's really what you'd be looking for on the 3M trade on the monthly basis. So the 10-minute chart here, Ruby, is telling you that there should be more upside price action, because price during that bar that completed at 140 took out that TD9 count. And now there's an A to B equals CD to the upside. Granted, I can't draw that in on my system out here. I certainly can draw lines. So as I draw lines out here, here's our A to B point, and now here is our C to D level. And that gets you up into about the 1726 type area out here, Ruby. So I hope the sound is working now and you caught that. And but you've got that one key little resistance level, 1722. That's your booger, so to speak. And if price get above that, things look good for sugar. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
The last question coming from Eddie. Eddie, thanks for writing in. Really two-pronged. I want you to take a look at Apple and the NASDAQ Composite. So his question about the NASDAQ Composite is, he said it's dropped about 50 points in the last few minutes. In essence, what is it doing out here? So far, Eddie, all it is a test and so far rejection of its green oscillator and change line. That green oscillator and change line is printed at 14,698. Price is printing at 14,699. As long as price holds that 14,698 level, things will remain bullish. If price closes below that, just says a further retracement may unfold. But so far, nothing more than a test of support inside the NASDAQ Composite. Hope that helps you out. I believe was the NASDAQ Composite versus the NDX 100 that you were looking for. Although in the NDX 100, it's still well above that oscillator and change line. That takes us into Apple. So what do we have here going on in Apple? Well, first, right now, price is trying to take out a prior swing point. It's its all-time high from January 25th. That high is 145.09. The volume there, 157 million. nowhere near the volume needed to take that out. But if price does close above it, it'll close above it and suggest to move up to the 148.78 level. That's the 1.272 C to D expansion of that A to B leg out there. You've got an A to B equals CD pattern. What you're waiting for is some type of bearish reversal candle to suggest at least some type of short-term top. Now, price is trading above the top of its daily profile. That level is 144.89. So you're above it by about a little less than $1 right now. So Apple remains bullish out here until we see some type of reversal candle. So that's Apple as well as your NASDAQ composite. Here's the NDX. You'll see this out here. We'll pull over the NDX for you in case that's what you were looking for. In its case, it's well above its oscillator and change line. Day number 7 says if the NDX is going to form a top, well, it would do it with higher price either tomorrow, with a TD9 count, either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned. 2 more wonderful hours are up next. You've got your favorite polar bear, David White, the Power Trading Hour. That's up next. Tom O'Brien will take us on home, and I'll be back with you tomorrow on Wonderful Wednesday. Have a terrific Tuesday. Thanks so much for being here. Be safe out there. We'll see you soon.